पुलिसहरू अनि घाइते भएकोलाई चाहिँ हामीले पुरानै बङ्करमा राखे एकछिनमा एम्बुलेन्स आउँछ तिम्रो नआत्यो भनेर राखे अब एकछिनमा हामी आसमा थियौँ एम्बुलेन्स आउँछ भनेर 10-15 मिनट त्यही थियौँ 15-20 मिनटपछि ती पुलिसहरू पनि हराए त्यसपछि 8 बजेदेखि 9 बजेसम्मको कुरा पुलिसहरू पनि हराए त्यसपछि अनि म चाहिँ यतै अब सङ्घर्ष गर्न थालेँ आफूलाई अब म चाहिँ पुलिसहरू हराए नि त अब त पुलिसहरू हराए फेरि अट्याक हुन्छ कि भन्ने डर भयो म चाहिँ बङ्करमा छिर्न नसकेर बङ्करमा साथीहरूको लासहरू थियो 2टा ढोकामै एउटा अगाडि ढोकामै थियो अनि अर्को साथी भित्र थियो त्यहाँ छिर्न सकेन म घिस्री हिँड्न नसक्ने घिस्रिँदै छिर्नुपर्ने थियो नि त छिर्न नसकेर म चाहिँ घिस्रिँदै रुमभित्र गएँ आफू सुत्ने रुमभित्र गएँ नजिकै थियो
Had other ideas. And it all comes down to decision making. She's had a good game. Anjana Rana. Langer of a save tonight. Ratnbala goes airborne. There's Rekha. Looked like for a moment she was in with a chance there. Doing dangerously with those long balls, India. One ball over the defense has been the problem. It's a delightful ball to carve out that back line. Yes, Abita with the cross towards the back post. Moshmi brings it out of danger. Stang make race. Moshmi. That long ball was the downfall in the first half and they conceded. It's been a bit of a problem in this fixture. Haven't been able to deal with the way they would have liked. And this time opening that right flank. She's had quite a bit of second half. Sabita has been driving forward at will and finding herself into right sort of spaces. They'll have to keep themselves on the ball here, India. Nepal are pretty swift with their counter-attacks. Linda Com against Pooja Rana. Shielding the ball here, outnumbered on that occasion. Still Linda. Preeti Rai, a swift touch and a turn. Lets it fly forward. Here's Sabita Bandrari giving it a chase. That was well read by the goalkeeper. That's the point I was trying to make a short while back on the counter. Just one pick up, one pass, and the number 9 is definitely in. Back with Renuka to Pooja. Again a bit sloppy there from Ranjana Chanu. His Sabita takes a touch. Couldn't quite hold on to it. Brings it down. Nirmala gets it back to safety. Preeti Rai plays it down the line towards Sabitra. It's Rekha now into the act, one-on-one with Nirmala down the left side. Haven't been able to come out of their strides as yet, India, in the second half. So we've got the likes of Karishma sitting out on the bench. Still need that midfield to try and get as fluid as they can. And get Pyari and Linda on the ball, which we haven't seen enough. Here's Preeti. He's been instrumental in their build-up. He finds Dangme goes for it and couldn't quite win the ball back. Here's Preeti Rai. Doesn't have an option to turn. Here's Pooja for the support. Back with Preeti. Still Preeti. Taken away momentarily. One back by Nepal straight away. That is something they've done so well. Here's Manmaya. Sabitra. Drops in deep. Try and create. Does one with a chip towards Deepa Shahi. Preeti on the ball once again against Ratan Bala. Preeti with the outside of her right foot. Couldn't quite penetrate through. Here's Moshmi now. Getting that first touch. Sabitra takes it down, leaves it for Deepa Shahi, who couldn't quite catch it clean. Another brilliant move from Nepal, but Deepa Shahi at the moment has hit the turf and has straight away pointed towards the bench. Another substitute for India. Moshmi is going to come out. Karishma get her opportunity. Nabil Nyupane. We'll be delighted with the kind of position his side is in at the moment. Still got 30 minutes to go. They would definitely be looking to score a couple more and try and take this game far and far away from India's reach. Yes, Karishma with her first involvement. Karishma, Linda and Pyari. The kind of 11 India would have otherwise expected to start off with. It's Preeti. It's Renuka. Renuka, Preeti, Deepa. They have run that midfield, commanded the ball, controlled it beautifully. Outside of the right foot again, Sabitra Bhandari trying to get Rekha Powder involved. It's Renuka. Back with Preeti, who looks up. Deepa, a lot of space ahead for Sabita. Has got an overlapping run coming in from Pooja. Now Sabita overlaps. Ball from Deepa Shah, who doesn't arrive. Sangeeta gets intercepted. Back with Preeti again. Here's Deepa Shahi to Preeti. Has got an option towards the left. Draws in a tackle there And that is going to be a free kick in favor of Nepal. That challenge coming on. Preeti from Sangeeta Basfor. Not sure if she got the ball in that occasion. Flung straight into Preeti Rai and is in need of some assistance. Santosh Malti Munda, Risham Bibina Devi, Kiran Pista, and Lunda Chanu sitting out on the bench. We added three players to the squad for the second fixture. India. Julan coming in from the under 17. Captain that side, plays in the midfield and the side to qualify for the Asian Cup earlier this month. We'll have to wait and see if Crispin Chetri sticks towards giving some game time to all the junior players involved. Here's Savitra. The strikes! And Savitra! The net quivers in delight for the second time this evening. What a strike that is! Savitra Bhandari. This fixture has seen it all in the past, and it has seen it again today. Over the wall, might have flicked something on his way through. Nepal, well and truly, would believe now. Oh my word. What an absolute screamer. India. Can they try and conjure something from here on? Nepal, their tails will be up. Pushes one out into those open spaces towards the far right for Preeti to chase that from Priya. Pyari, beg your pardon. 64 minutes have been ticked off. Jana again goes with the long ball forward. We'll have to go as back as 2019 to see an India win against Nepal. That was in the finals of the SAF Women's Championship. Since then, there's been a couple of draws and a couple of wins in favor of Nepal. And tonight could just be another addition if it stays the way it is at the moment. Came here with a purpose, and they are playing that way. No rush whatsoever. Anjana Rana. It's going to be all about game management. So a long way to go. But India will have to try and inspire themselves to get one back at the earliest. Got the firepower on the pitch. We'll have to believe. It's Ratnbala. Again, going sideways or to the back. Martina. Nirmala. Press from Preeti. Forces Ratnbala to go sideways. Shilki. Back with Ranjana. Down the line for Karishma. Here's Linda. One-on-one with Sabita. The idea was right. Karishma couldn't quite get to the end of the ball. Good to see a decent turnout for this fixture. It's a rivalry that has garnered a lot of attention in recent times, especially after that last game back in Kathmandu 2024. It's played in front of a capacity crowd of nearly 16,000. Sabitra Bhandari adds 2 more to her tally. Has made the move from Europe to Australia. It's Rekha. Renuka strikes from outside the box. They're not shy away from taking those shots on target. Karishma dropping deep to try and help out the defense. Here's Linda Com. Drops it and makes a move back. Nirmala stepping up, lobs that one in the air. Tangme for Sangeeta. It's Ranjana for Pyari. Renuka intercepts. Linda gets the possession momentarily. Here's Pyari. Pyari. Ranjana Rana makes sure she makes herself absolutely big and latches that onto that one quite comfortably in the end. Not sure if she was going for the target or a cutback towards the arriving blue shirts inside the box. For India to get a repost here. The captain and the coach would be mightily pleased with the kind of performance the team has showcased, both individually and as a collective unit. Scored goals left, right, and centre in the IWL. Sabitra Bhandari has finished top scorer on all the 3 occasions she's played. Has been the champions on those 3 times. Raked up 62 in 24 games. Has made a move to Wellington Phoenix on a 2-year contract. Martina. Time is running out for India. Have to try and dominate the possession for the next 20 minutes. try and get something out of the box here. Keep themselves on the ball and get the likes of Dangmei, Grace, Pyari and Linda. Strengthen Bala. Ranjana. Chips one in the air. Sangeeta. And again, maintain a pretty tight line. Strengthen Bala again. Towards Ranjana Chanu. Again, being forced to go sideways. The Blue Tigresses. Waiting for their moments to try and break out of the counter are Nepal. The tempo has definitely slowed down a bit. It's Renuka for Preeti. Again, that goes out of the play for a throw-in. Those of you who have joined in late, this is India versus Nepal, the last fixture. Before I get to that, looks like a card coming out. Get that confirmation of the booking in a bit. So a goal early on in the first half, a goal in the second, both coming in from Sabitra Bhandari, and that's what separates these two teams at the moment. India has been able to strike the target once, made the goalkeeper work for that. Other than that effort, nothing substantial has come in the attacking front from the girls in blue. Next goal definitely is going to decide where this game is heading. Been a few starts and stops in the last couple of minutes. Still a Nepal ball. Yet to make a change. Yopane. Nirmala. For Sangeeta, outnumbered in the center of the park. Here's Preeti. Finds Sabita again. Rekha making that run. And flicks Ranjana Chanu on his way through and goes behind for another corner. Deepa Shahid. What a comeback this has been for the number 23. Targets the near post. Well, that wasn't a million miles away. That was guided goalwards and just the direction that led it down. It's Karishma dropping in deep to try and create something for herself. Nirmala again with a long ball. That has been a favorite route of operation so far, especially considering the second half. Preeti. That's a brilliant ball. Rekha Paurel does well to get to the end of it. Has got help inside the box. Sabitra Bhandari calling for it. And out comes Pantoi Chanu. Breaking up well at the moment are Nepal. There's Sabita again. It's been there's Rekha. Space in front. Rekha curls that one. And goes wide of the target. Had a little bit of time on that one. Could have taken a fraction of a second before she unleashed herself. A couple of changes for the girls in red. Deepa Shahi is going to go out. She makes way for Rashmi Kumari.
Hi guys.
Still waiting for substitutes to be sorted out by the touchline. And Meena Debu comes in. Rashmi Kumari and Meena, the two players in. It's been quite a shift for Deepa Shahi, who's out injured for a year. Hira and Deepa were getting injured in that same game against Bhutan last year. Both finding themselves spot. Brings it back to safety. Nepal really enjoying it at the moment. 10-11 minutes to play in the regulation time. Here's Preeti. Spreads it towards her left. Sabita swapped out places with Meena. Karishma does well to keep the possession. Linda gets dropped off the ball. Trying to backtrack. Here's Sabitra Bhandari now. Shilki Devi under pressure. Sabitra with a cross. Touchdown towards Meena. Lets it fly. Makes the goalkeeper work on that occasion, did Sabita Rana. Those shots will keep coming from weird angles now with Nepal in front. Ranjana. Rishma back with Ranjana. It's Martina. Ratan Bala. She goes down on the ground and gets herself a free kick there. It's a tough challenge on Nirmala Devi. Gets India a free kick. Can they try and manufacture something out of this? Long ball. Karishma gets one back. As the flag stayed down, it has. Just when the clock was getting cruel and the nerves were jangling. Needless free kick conceded. Nirmala with a long ball forward. Is that a sign of a comeback here? Bit of a respite. Still a long, long way away. With just 9 minutes. Spiari definitely sense a bit of a spring in the stride of the Blue Tigresses here. Ranjana, long ball push forward again. This is going to be a very exciting finish to the contest. Play on, says the ref. Sangeeta. Spread wide towards the left here. Sabitra Bhandrari has got help arriving and existing inside the box. Pyari takes it, lets it drop and lets it fly. Flicked on by Karishma. Linda is giving it a chase. Nanjana to the rescue, just knocks it out of the play area. It's going to be India ball now. The game has come back to life. After that goal went in from Karishma Purushottam. Linda hustling for it. Karishma takes it down. Pooja gives the ball away. Here's Karishma again with some sort of a space in front. Gets the cross in. Pooja is there to retrieve it. Preeti Rai looks up and gets herself a free kick for that challenge drawn in from Sangeeta Basfor. Couple of changes. Nirmala goes out. That is her contribution. Bounce right in front. Linda engaging with Bimla. Then the rest was done by Karishma. Alisha Bibina Devi is going to come on. Kiran Pizda is out there. And Julan, one of the three players to get added on to the squad from the under-17 triumph earlier this month. Julan, no Mathieu. What a time to be thrown into the middle. Chasing the game, trailing by a goal. Desperate effort to win the ball back, and they do eventually. Here's Julan. Good couple of first touches for Julan. again over that back line. Pantoi Chanu. Noise that one in the air again. Preeti. Here's Meena. He's allowed to march forward. Meena. Sabitra knocks it back towards Renuka. Taken away by India. Here's Pyari Khakha. And gets nicked off the ball again. Julan. There is down in red shirt there, but India continue the move. That has allowed time for Pooja to just knock it out. Renuka. I believe it's Renuka who's down on the turf. 3 minutes is what we are left with. 3 minutes for India to respond. It's been a good game played with a lot of intensity. It was the brilliance. It's been the brilliance of Sabitra Bhandari. Back on her feet and gingerly making her way out of the play field. Let's put in a proper shift. Renuka Nagarkote. It's Preeti. Karishma couldn't quite hold on to the ball. Here's Linda Com. Desperate effort, twisting, turning, rambling. Looks like the last touch came off Ranjana Chanu's feet. Last 90 seconds. Plus the stoppages. Thrusted forward is Ratan Bala. Knocks it towards the side and lets it fly. Pyari Khakha didn't quite manage to get to the end of it. How many minutes will be added on the injury time? Ratan Bala and had the option to go left. Was marching all by herself. Card comes out for Bimla. That's going to be a free kick for India. Do they have one clean strike in them? One good setup. Try and get this game back to parity. 6 minutes have been added on. It's going to be long 6 minutes if you are Nepal. Here goes Ratan Bala. Strikes, takes a deflection. Goalkeeper, all her alertness, grabs hold of it. The crowd has been involved right throughout this fixture. Been a lot of talks, a lot of hype about the rivalry. And surely the game has lived up to expectations. Yes, Sabitra Bhandari looking for a hat-trick. Preeti Rai Again, beautiful control. Sabita fetches that down the left. Just one inside. Sabitra couldn't quite catch that one clean. Kansa has had a good game. She had a few decisions to make. She's been right on money. Wait, it's all about game management for Nepal. 3 minutes to go. I just try to run the clock down here, Nepal. Sabita lifting one in. Had the presence of a few red shirts. Allows for a bit of a breather there. Not quite sure who's the player going down. From the free kick, India managed to keep it on target. Crispin Chetri is considered as a stepping stone towards the preparation for next year. Looks like it's Pooja Rana. It's been carried out on a stretcher. And it'll be one happy man, Nabeen Nyopani. Goes airborne. It's Linda. Karishma giving it a chase. Bimla following it up. India ball as we enter the last minute of the added on time. And the flag was up against Karishma. That done. Pooja Rana is back on the pitch. She's still feeling for that right leg of hers. Pyari with a flick. There's a red shirt behind it. Pushes it forward for Preeti Rai to chase that down. Julan for Ratan Bala. Linda. Sabita is there. Linda. Manmaya for Sabita again. Linda. Manmaya for Sabita again. Manmaya for Sabita again. The dying embers of this friendly encounter between India and Nepal. Preeti Rai has got an option waiting towards the far right. Meena. Julan gets the ball and gets rob of it. Let's it bounce. Savitra Bhandari. India. Desperate effort to try and get towards the other side of the pitch. Gonna have a look at a watch. Bansa chasing it. Could be the last action of the evening. Launches that one in the air. Grabs hold of it and quick to send the other side. Julan brings her body in front. Here's Ratan Bala, just knocks it forward again. They have been absolutely brilliant. And that's the end of the 90 minutes plus the stoppages, says Bansa Chaisnet. And what a game it was. Nepal coming out triumphs. And India going down once again to their rivals. Rivalry dominated really long. But in the last few years, it's been Nepal who have enjoyed the bragging rights. They had their noses in front in the first half with an excellent strike from Savitra Bhandari inside 2 minutes. India did have a shot on target. That was a brilliant save from Anjana Rana. Nothing substantial other than that. But in the second half, Savitra Bhandari again from set piece, curling one inside with a brilliant finish. Karishma did bring a lifeline, did bring a lot of hopes to India with a late strike, but on the day that wasn't enough. And India go down and go winless in this Tri-Nation tournament. They go to China from here, Indonesia, beg your pardon, from here on. Nepal, all smiles. They are one happy bunch. So that's the full-time scoreline. Nepal to India 1. And that's been my time here in the commentary box. Do join us again for the other games coming from India on FIFA Plus. Until then, this is goodbye from here.